what is divine and godly and spiritual and soul, and we speak about electromagnetic free energy and vibes of cosmos, the black sun and the moon map x-ray, and then we have the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers, look, I see a cross, or is it an antenna, or is it electricity, or is it, like I say, energy, frequency, vibration, and even sound is light. What is light? Then just electromagnetic frequencies. And even you and I are electromagnetic frequencies. So what is the meaning of religion and the churches and cathedrals and the temples, and the day that you understand the full aspect of, antennas, frequencies, fractal energy. Oh, by the way, the frequencies in gigahertz and everything is hertz frequencies. Sound is also wavelength and hertz. Antennas, look at the symbol, look at the svastika, look at the symbol everywhere. Even when you do it with things like these, with sound vibration, you get all these cymatic frequencies as well. We've seen that before. And we have the representation in stones across the world, besides buildings and everything else. And the torus, don't forget the torus, because even when you see the CGI graphical interfaces from NASA about planet Earth, globe, it's because of the Torus. You have to understand the messages. If you could only accept the fact that you have been truly indoctrinated, just like myself. One day I went to the mirror in my toilet and I was looking at myself. Look, ancient levitation. Gosh, I love that word. Electromagnetic levitation. Not just the thing with gravity and stuff, but levitation, rapture, electrostatic levitation. Are you an electric being? Yes, you are. Levitation. And the masters of energy, the gods. And this world is all about electromagnetic. Black sun, the sun we see on the sky, which is electromagnetic, and the moon map, X-ray, and the dome, electromagnetic. And even the things that have to do with the so-called spiritual realm, electromagnetic, ancient levitation technology. I went to the bathroom, to the toilet, and I looked at him in the mirror, and I told myself, man, I appreciate me being a realistic and anti-hypocrite with myself. Have you been indoctrinated? I was speaking to myself, and I was saying, yes, I have been. Oh, finally, I accepted reality. Now let's move on and evolve intellectually. Ancient levitation technology. I love the word levitation. Of course, as a primitive society, when you only know about the fire and the arrow and the bow and your chicken and pig in the house, as a farmer, what do? Well, you represent something with wings, because if something is flying or floating, in this case, you see a bird flying or floating in the air, therefore you put wings on everything, and on the gods as well. And then you say flying with wings, when it's just technology of levitation. And what is levitation? Only possible with a magnetic energy, which goes together with the electrical field, because electric and magnetic always go together. Now, what is this world, and who created this world? And why is it like so electric and so magnetic all the time? And we have this represented, of course, in not just the old buildings, but also the old, places in the world. This is a photo so you can understand the word levitation. Because sometimes you just, because these things which are not understood, then they call them magic. It's magical, or things like that. No, it's just electromagnetic energies and science. Advanced science, the more advanced the science and the technology and the devices, the more difficulty for a common primitive humanity to display it in words. Therefore, you'd say magic and the will of God and godly divine, etc. And there's, of course, much more advanced technology. And the same goes for the, because when I speak about levitation and magnetic, I don't know if these buildings we have on the Arches of Triumph and stuff, have this thing here. They said, some people say this represents the torus, the magnetic torus. That's why so many statues with this circle here in the Electric Empire. So I don't know if this statue is supposed to represent the Torus or not, and the columns as well. But anyway, now you know. I like to use the word gatekeepers, if you know what I'm saying. The gate to the true knowledge. Also, when I speak about technology and levitation, Torus. Let's go to levitation. I like this. Ancient levitation technology. I also speak about clones, and how to make people artificially. You know, you use the sperm cell with the oval cell, so the masculine and the feminine cells, and they combine together, and they form a new DNA, a new form of life, a new human developed in 9 months. That's also something magical for us, because all we try, and so much we try, and we don't get to create new humans the same way that what you create them when you go in action mode with the opposite human being, and you do it and you create a new human being. So you get my point. But everything is science in the end. The same way that levitation is magnetic electric energy, and the same way that Vibes of Cosmos explained in his 5 digital books everything about the world, the same goes with clones and the creation of humanity and the species itself of humans from 2 tiny cells and the DNA. So everything is science. You can call it divine or spiritual or godly or whatever. It's science. So who is the creator of this science, and what is the meaning of life, as usual? And those are questions that I would say, don't struggle too much on them. Just be like me. You find information, you are happy, you speak about it, you show it to people, you show pictures and photos, and then you continue living your life, because you still have to pay rent, and food from the supermarket. And actually, I had to go. No, I bought toilet paper yesterday. Imagine, if I didn't have the money, I couldn't buy toilet paper. And going to the toilet, you need toilet paper, believe me. You do need it. It's so comfortable, because if you only have leaves or something else, oh gosh, I know by experience. So anyway, leaving that aside, I hope you understand. I'm trying my best to portray the importance of levitation and electromagnetic. And if you would actually buy by yourself the books of Vibes of Cosmos and sit down and read, all of a sudden you go into the next level. That the big majority of the community of YouTubers and people who do videos and stuff on the internet, they don't want to study those things, because it's the reality of the real world. And therefore, it would be too shocking for the big majority of our human species, even for those who speak of themselves as knowing certain truths, which, by the way, you will never know unless you go to the limits of actually reading those 5 books. And the articles I have in my power and possession, which are forbidden to be published, because you get strikes for the terms and conditions on every platform on the internet. But they speak about very important stuff from the 20th century, especially in the 1940s and 50s, and what happened afterwards in this world. And once you understand those things as well, then you say, now I know who rules the world, why, and what's happening. And man, I wish I could have a chance to go away, but I don't. So, levitation, electromagnetic, and remember, let's go to, yes, the Gatekeepers. Don't forget, actually, this one is very scary. I saw this one for the first time. I was like, wow, if I have to go into a church, temple, cathedral, and I would be really scared, so believe me. But yeah, now I understand the importance of, we call it divinity or divine, when in actual fact, everything is about to do with electromagnetic frequency vibration. Sound is electromagnetic as well. And yeah, science in the end. Don't underestimate the power of levitation and magnetic forces. Everything is magnetic. And once you understand, like I said, Vibes of Cosmos, you understand everything. So be happy, let's be happy, and see you in the next future videos. I'm going to try my best to show you more and more photos as we move along to better sites. Take care.
Step into Wix Studio, the platform